Yep.
We have an intro.
Intro.
Intro. I thought most podcasts and stuff have intros.
We do the intro in editing.
Oh, okay. One.
Alright. Once again, it's on. Yeah, I'm back with my boo.
Lebu.
Alright. So, we're going to talk about something that affects all of us.
Complacency. That's how you say it?
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh.
Complacency. We all do get complacent.
Yeah. And you know, as far as like how I see it is when you have a business and it's running, or even with not even a business, just in life, in working a regular job or whatever you're doing to get money,
There it is.
you become complacent and you don't. Sometimes you're like, okay, everything's going well. Why should I change it? Even scammers. That's how most of them get caught. The side note. That's how most of them get caught because they become complacent and I'm just getting this money instead of maybe I should be doing something different. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I can't, or can I do something different? And that's the same thing that just in life where you become complacent and you don't. Sometimes it's good for some people. Mm-hmm. They don't reach the point. They need to just continue what they're doing. Yeah. But then other individuals, if you're at a certain point in life, you should and you want to diversify yourself. Mm-hmm. You should always continue to come up with different ideas, and you know, even if it doesn't work out, at least you tried it. Right. Or whatnot. But you need, when you try things, I think you need to make sure whatever you decide to do, make sure it doesn't affect your food, water, and shelter.
Bingo.
You see what I'm saying? So, bingo. As you be talking about soda pop money.
Right. Soda pop and mad money, that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show, you understand me? We get into soda pop and nab money, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, now you're out of bounds, little missy, hold on. You talking about soda pop and nab money, that come with that, you understand? That come with, hold on, brother. You ain't got no soda pop and nab money, brother. I can't respect you, brother.
But yeah, you need to, make sure if you do decide to step out and do other stuff, make sure it doesn't affect your everyday living. Don't mess up your comfort.
Right.
Trying to do something. Start small and then work your way up. Like, it happens to everyone. Like, it happened to us.
Right.
Or whatnot.
It happens.
Yeah, it happened to us. And, it's not a bad thing. But sometimes you have to catch yourself and like, okay, I can be doing something else.
Right.
Like, right now, I'm learning Korean. Am I good at it right now? No. But I'm just starting out, and I'm learning little bit by little bit.
But what does that do? As you learn the Korean or you learn the language, you start thinking of other things. Mm-hmm. I can do this. I can, you know what? If I learn this, I can do this. And,
yeah.
Then you start learning. Once you start learning stuff, that what triggers your ability to move around and function. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people see it like that way, but it does. As long as you're doing something else that's you're out of your comfort zone, you'll start picking up on other things to do.
You know what I mean? And that's the main thing, because when we all start, like you're saying, even for us, even for me, even for you, mm-hmm. when we start these things, well, a lot of people, you can't say everybody, because some people, may have come from or been around people who had businesses or did things before. But if you're coming from a scenario similar to ours, where we didn't come from, mm-hmm. Particular levels of business, or just particular levels of going above and beyond, mm-hmm. then, some people understand that, right? Our goal when we start is what? Food, water, shelter. I get this job. Look, if we start this trucking, if we do this, we gonna get money. But money is the end, right? And once you get there, now you need to have long-term goals. Because because sometimes we don't think we're gonna make it to the point,
Mm-hmm.
so we don't even look past like,
Yeah.
well, what happens when you get the money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what happens when you get the money, right? I remember one time I was on a contract with the homie Saeed. What up with you, boy? The boy Saeed. We at the contract, and I'm sitting there, and I you know, pass the test, whatnot, and now you finna, you gotta go to work, but you're in the training class, and I'm sitting there. Now this is my first contract. Saeed he done contract, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm ready to get this money. I'm ready to get this money, man. Look, man, I'm finna get this money. And Saeed said, you are getting this money. And I said, you know what, you're right. You done passed the test. You in the class.
Yeah.
Right now, win, lose, or draw, they gonna give you a check, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I never anticipated being there.
Yeah.
You understand? I anticipated, the process. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got the truck, right? And we like, oh man, we get the truck. Boom, boom, boom. Well, yeah, when you get the truck, now you gotta get clients.
Yeah.
Now you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you anticipating the next step, and then when you get there, now, right? That's where complacency comes.
Yeah.
Now we got the thing. Now I'm doing contracts.
Yeah.
I fill out my paperwork. I get a check on Friday. You become routine. So you didn't look past that point. You set a short goal, but it seemed like a long goal at the time. But it in the idea of getting money, that's a very short goal.
Yeah.
Like the employment, if you get it, there's the money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we don't know to think that way. But once you do it, now you have to know to go past.
Yeah.
That's where complacency comes. Because now you're complacent. You're getting a meal. You're getting money.
Yeah.
Now what more do I got to do? Now that's when it's you.
Yeah.
Who are you and what are you like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one point, it's like, think about it like this. When people say they want this or they want that. Or think about this. You, even me, right? When you got your first job or you got your first scenario that was paying a lot of money, you're like, man, I'm going to get the car, I'm going to get the rims, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. And then, but you really have to be like,
once you get the money.
just get the money and see how you feel once you have the money. Maybe you don't want the rims no more. You want them because you don't have them. But now that you got the money to get the rims, you're like, you know what, man?
Ain't nothing wrong with my tires.
Nothing wrong with my tires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you have to see what it is. What is the thing, and then once you experience the thing, now you can say, is this enough? Because if it's enough, then you can start living a different life. Because the money is there, now what life are you living?
Yeah.
Because before the business, before all of this, everything is about food, water, and shelter.
Yeah.
Seeking those, securing those things. But once you get them, now you meet, right? Now I meet Jewel. Now I meet me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting around, I got money, I got food, now who am I? That's how I become complacent. It's like, well, you got money, I got food in the refrigerator.
I ain't gonna do no more.
Right.
When at times you don't need to do no more.
Right,
But I think as a human, you should try to do other things.
Right.
If it's volunteering or
Right.
just something to keep you kind of busy,
Right.
because it'll keep you from doing stuff you shouldn't be doing.
Right, it really will. It really will.
Keep you from doing stuff you shouldn't be doing because next thing you know, you wild.
Right. Listen, here's what I'm about to say. I saw this thing, but it's not a thing I saw. This is a real thing. They call it FIRE, F-I-R-E. Financially independent, retire early.
Yeah.
Right? So, you got all these things, phone, people get a lot of money fast.
Yeah.
And so they retire way before the retirement age. And now what? You got the money. Now what are you doing? You're just sitting around, right? You expected to work to 65.
Yeah.
You did something, and now you're 28. Now you're 40, and financially independent.
Yeah.
So now you got time, and so now what? Now
You on Twitter arguing with people.
Right. Go ahead.
Twitter.
Right.
You in there arguing. Oh, I got time today. Hey, find something else to do with your time. Why are you harassing other people over the internet? like I'll sit there and I'll be just the station. Sorry, pause break. Okay. All right. So, what were we saying? This is what happens when you own a business. Stuff occurs that you must try to correct. Sometimes it drives me crazy when I can't correct the problem, and it weighs on me a lot. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Not at all.
But it still weighs on me, and it nags at me. And I'm trying to teach myself that, okay, there's nothing you can do. It's happened. Only thing you can do is move forward.
Finish with your day.
Finish with my day.
And don't become complacent.
Yeah. So, because, everybody has their whatever with them. And, becoming complacent, it's good to just keep busy. If it's just reading a book, just do something different. Because you don't want to be that person. Yeah, you retired and stuff like that. Like, I was watching something. This ain't got nothing to do with that. On the internet. This guy, I guess he's made a lot of money in tech or whatnot, which is cool. He's a younger person. I don't know how old he is, but he's spending like so much money a month or a year. Like, he's spending bread to have his body back like a 20-year-old or something like that. Have you seen that?
Yeah. He's supposed to be reversing the time or something with like so many like, I don't know if he go in the cryo chamber and I seen it.
Yeah, something like that. It's wild. It's just like
stuff he was doing. He was spending like $18 million a year or something like that.
Sir.
And, he's supposed to be reversing it. But that's what happens, man.
Not saying he became complacent, but that's wild.
That's when you don't got nothing else to do. Like, what else? That's what I'm saying. When we look at the goal, nobody thinks of becoming the Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
We all do. But you don't think you can't really think you're gonna make billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, you could think it.
Yeah, right now, okay, of course, I want $1 billion, right? I think I can make it. I think I got the ability.
Yeah.
To do it. But do I really anticipate making $1 billion? You know what I'm saying?
You need to start with 1,000 first.
You can't really fathom making billions of dollars. Yeah, we talk about it. We say, oh man, if I get this money, bro, I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it in. But in reality, you can't really anticipate that much money.
Yeah.
So something happens, you make something, make an app, make something, and you make billions of dollars. What are you gonna do?
Be in a cryo chamber.
Right. What else are you gonna do? Because anything that you can afford, anything that you can pay for, you can afford it. So it's not like you're gonna be like, oh man, I can't get that. Right?
Yeah.
I can't get this, I can't get that. It's nothing you can't buy that you could want. But the things that you can't buy are the things you try to buy.
Yeah.
I'm 46. I want to be 15. You can't buy that.
You about to create zombies.
Right, you can't buy that. You can't buy that. But you try. Right?
Yeah.
You spend your money trying to, and
you may get close.
Right. Kudos to that, man.
Yes.
Look, but I tell you what, you understand? I put on a little hat, get a petri dish, and get the whipping for that boy. Look, hey, you got 18 million? You understand that? Being there with that petri dish every day. Ching, 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 ching. He coming out whipping, whipping. Here, try this. Every day. Try this.
Look, you just mixing shit together.
I just mix it.
And it's not like he
I don't care what it is.
Yeah. Because you have to think about what facility is going to tell him no?
You funded all the rest of the projects, right? What do you mean no? Yeah. Here you go. You try this. But here's the thing, right? Here's what we do. And nobody ever done it.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me I ain't doing it?
Yeah.
And how can I prove to you that I am doing it?
Yeah. So
this is just, I'm just here for the check, bro.
Bruh,
you can't say I ain't reversing the time and I can't prove to you I am. I love this little arrangement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There you go, brother. You feel it? How you feel?
How you feel? You
right?
feel younger?
Look, drop a little sativa or something in there, get some niacin, get a little itch. You like, yeah, I feel something. Yeah, bro. Look, this formula we gonna use for 6 months.
You gotta come back here
every day for 6 months.
Bring the check.
I'm gonna have something. If I'm not here, it's gonna be in this refrigerator. Just get you. It can't be in no other refrigerator. It got to be in this one.
Yeah. And you funding our whole facility.
Right. You funding everything I'm doing for the next 6 months. Because you can't prove it, you can't disprove it.
Yeah.
We just got to do that time, man.
True.
And in 6 months, how you feel? You sure? Maybe another 6 months. Because how can you know? Right. How can you know?
Look, I'm going to add a little this time.
While you was doing that, I was in Peru in the mountains getting some new herbs. And I came back with right. I got it. I know this is gonna work, right? Why would I not?
Yeah.
Right? You got no way of knowing, you got no way of proving it, right? But you'll say, well, right? How does this make sense? It makes sense because guess what? He's complacent. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that $18 million. I'm coming up with I'm on Google as he walk down the hallway. He come right down. Little cayenne pepper. Put a little cayenne, a little ginger.
Cause that's a lot of them. But you can fund a lot of stuff with that.
Right.
And not to say I wouldn't say he's complacent because he's trying to turn back the hand of time. He's trying something.
Yeah. But I mean, he done got way out of pocket. Like you out there, my boy.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. I just want to be part of that research and development team. Just want to be over there, man. Just look, even if I'm just a janitor, custodial engineer.
Facts. That is hilarious.
For real. But
and even big corporations they become complacent also. And they try to make little changes and
it'd be too late.
Like
Complacent versus Netflix. Didn't change with the times. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That happens so much more often than we even understand. When we had these big mergers and things, sometimes people we go to meetings and suggest things that
they look at us crazy.
Right, and you be like, well, you need some sort of you need it like.
But they're in that, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And you know what? What's another good example? I cut you off.
No,
the automotive industry was like that.
Right.
They were at, if it's not broke, now fix it. And then Elon Musk will come and trip all the boys up.
Right.
So they now everything has changed in the automotive industry.
Not even automotive. Think about it. Like you saying Tesla, but now you got electric hoverboards, scooters, bikes. It's the wave. You can stop it. You can say, oh well, right? Now that's a complacent mindset. If I'm automotive, I think we got the power. Oh man, let's shut it down. But guess what? Then people started making electric bikes. People started making electric scooters. So all of the things around the car started becoming electric. So now somebody not even buying a car because they got an electric scooter, they got an electric. So now that money that you were so sure of that you could bogart, now guess what? Well, I'm only gonna buy an electric car. So now you have to make them. Because your demographic has moved into these other sectors of mobility. Because at the end of the day, if I could buy a scooter or something and I don't have to whatever, why would I buy a car? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you know, people, then they started making the smaller ones and people looking for alternatives, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you have to make those changes. So the companies that didn't make changes, you know, you see what happened to them, and the ones that are changing, you see.
They move forward.
Like you said, Tesla went crazy. You know, and now you got other little fully electric companies, you know what I mean? And fully electric.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And that's a great idea, because that's a great point, because, you know, think about other things that we had and the company got complacent and we don't have no more.
Yeah.
I mean, you said Blockbuster, but you got Toys R Us.
Yeah.
What happened to them
boys?
boys?
I love Toys R Us.
Right. Think about that. Them boys. I mean, they supposed to be coming back. They got a little thing coming back. Yeah, but think about that. Them boys just, how the toy store got out of business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the toy. Well, you think, oh, kids want toys. But kids changed.
Yeah.
And they wanted other things.
Kids don't want toys now. They want iPads.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Kids change.
Yeah.
And you didn't change with the kids.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you would have think Toys R Us, right? I'm just speaking to that.
Even like with Kmart and stuff. Remember Kmart was everywhere.
Right. Right. But when they started making super centers, Walmart had already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now Walmart was 24 hours, super center, Kmart. It had to started making the growth. It started, but it was a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I remember we was in Kmart. My brother knocked a bunch of display down. Well, I think it was the funniest thing ever. You know how you be on them cart, like them people. It was Christmas season, and you know how they have the display stack. I think it was like maybe some bottles or something. And he was in the cart, pushing the cart and doing his thing, and I hopped on it. And he was a heavy set little boy. And he done jump on it, and the thing flip up and not, man. That was the funniest thing ever.
Funniest thing ever, huh?
Yeah, I got a beating because I was like,
you should have stopped that man. You should have stopped that man.
That man didn't listen. But that was the funniest thing ever.
Impeded that man progress.
Yo, my mom was so mad at us.
Yeah.
Well, I could not stop laughing. That shit was funny. That Kmart used to be our joint Christmas season.
Kmart was cool, man.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of them stores. Think about
Sears.
it like this. Sears.
Yeah.
Look at, we know Walgreens, but what about Eckerd's?
Oh, yeah.
Stores, yeah. Didn't change with whatever. We can't say it don't change because we don't know personally.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, like, it didn't change with time. They didn't become Walmart. They didn't become Walgreens. They didn't become CVS. You know. You know what I mean? Those they changed for whatever. They changed to whatever. You know. As a matter of fact, you know, we should think what's a lot of stuff like that.
It just was here one week and gone the next.
Yeah. Let me see what else.
And gone the next.
Let me see what else was like that. Circuit City.
Oh yeah.
Circuit City.
There's still Radio Shack and stuff like that.
I don't know. Best Buy came and, you know what I'm saying? Knocked them boy down. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta think about it. When these things changed, you know, Best Buy, all this stuff pop up. Now, what Circuit City or those other companies did well, Best Buy did it the newest way, right? And now they online or whatever, right? So you know, I was gonna say, think about it like this: even Uber and the cab.
Yeah.
You don't even call a cab.
No.
Think about it. You don't even call a cab.
Man, I still be shocked to be seeing them.
Right.
But I'm like, this is
If you're not in the city like New York, maybe downtown.
Yeah.
Why would you even call a cab?
Yeah.
The last vestige of the cab is the airport.
Remember we got in that cab in Mexico, that man was driving crazy?
That man was driving.
That man was driving crazy. I was scared for my life.
That man was driving normal for the conditions.
No. Terrifying. He was driving.
That man was doing what he was doing. That man had us down one ways and everything. That man was getting it in.
You're like, sir, I just want to make it back to the hotel.
Back to the hotel. I know you trying to get this money, man, but just drop us off.
Yeah, man.
You can drop me off right. I'll pay.
You know what else? I just thought about vacation where I wouldn't say became complacent, but not changing. Them timeshares.
Yep. Timeshares and Airbnb.
Yeah.
But at one point, timeshare was the Airbnb.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? Well, not was. If you stand back and look at it, a timeshare is an Airbnb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got your time where you're supposed to be there, you can rent out, but it's not your space. Somebody else there when you're not there. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right.
It is for what it's worth. It's the Airbnb, but it's a one that don't have no. You can't,
careful, we will be sued.
You can't tell You can't tell them what. You know, like if I get an Airbnb right now, I say from here to Thursday, I pay.
Yeah.
Timeshare, I just keep paying. Even if I don't never use it or whatever. So you don't never stop paying them, boy. You know what I mean? But I don't know if the timeshare go away.
No, them people have you for life. And then you die and then your family still gotta pay. Like, hold up.
Right.
That one of them people, they stay calling, oh, you want to? No. Remember in Vegas, some people was trying to get us, man, look here. No.
Right.
No, thank you.
But like you said, you know, the other side of that is Airbnb. And what now they got, was it VRBO?
Yeah.
Whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So that's businesses becoming complacent.
Yeah.
Or think about all those little places we used to go eat at, like Central Park.
Yeah, get out of my brain. I was just about to say, man, them burgers and French fries used to be good.
You know,
and I don't know
places like that.
If you Google it, like it's hard to find one now.
Right.
I don't even know if they still exist, or if they do, it's hard to find one.
Right.
Man, them burger and fries used to be. I used to be happy to get in that little line.
Well, you know what? Because different restaurants have different places. But for me, that was the first time I had seasoned fries. Like, I mean, now you can get
it anywhere,
anywhere. But those was, now Checkers and all that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was, what is this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The first time you had seasoned fries and all that good stuff. Beyond salt.
Yeah.
People ain't putting nothing on fries beyond salt.
Nah. No.
People still get mad at McDonald's. Hey, give me some salt on my fries. You know what I'm saying? And that's just salt.
Yeah. But I think I don't know, some businesses it works, but it only works for a certain amount of time.
Right.
The time, everything changes so fast nowadays that you have to be open to change.
Right.
Some people, they're not.
No.
And it's not good.
Not at all.
You need to be open to change. And I know change can be hard, especially when your finances involved and you know how you get food, water, and shelter.
Right.
It's frustrating when it changes, but sometimes you just have to take a deep breath and look, this thing is going to change with or without me.
With or without me, it's changing.
I need to be in it.
I need to be ahead of this.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the main thing, right? That's what, you can get complacency from the good times, and then you can get complacent from thinking about what you're going to lose, like you just said, So we can get complacent from having a good time. Oh man, we having a good time. I ain't changing nothing, man.
Yeah.
We getting it. It's rolling, right? Why would we change it? We partying, we living, but then you got people who get complacent from, like you said, well, we get a check this day, we get a check this day. Why I'm not, but it's like it's tailing off.
Yeah.
So you could keep doing this, but it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you could be like, nah, man, because you don't want it to change, because like you said, you're looking at your food, water, and shelter. But the best thing would be to then learn something or develop something that could allow you to increase whatever.
Even when it comes to countries, like with different cultures that they don't want to change stuff, then you end up with a different generation. I ain't doing that. Like we don't do that no more. And I know it's hurtful to some, the older generation. Even not even with us, like certain things we used to do, and we like the kids nowadays don't do that. You're like, what? What? You don't want to go outside?
Right.
Like riding a bike. I don't think maybe one of my nieces know how to ride a bike. The rest of them, man, I ain't doing that. Like Mariah told me, I'm a fall. Like none of them nobody rides a bike. And like you see kids riding, but how it was like everybody wanted a bike. Everybody want no kids on no bikes no more. I want an iPad, phone. Wait a minute, hold up. Go outside, get dirty or something.
Well, like you said, that's the beginning of complacency.
Yeah.
You get comfortable. Once you learn comfort, once you learn that, you got to spend the rest of your life correcting it.
Yeah.
Because you done became so accustomed to being comfortable, so accustomed to not, like you said earlier, not putting yourself, not extending your comfort zone, not taking yourself out of your comfort zone. So you done got comfortable in that, and to think, not to say, left or right, but if a kid is like, I don't want to fall, you got a whole life ahead of you of falling.
Yeah.
And you're gonna fall, or you're gonna trip, fall, whatever. If anything, you should get used to falling, because it ain't got nothing to do with the bike. You fall down the stairs, you trip. Matter of fact, I was coming out of the store the other day. I done tripped. I ain't fall, but you know what I'm saying?
It happens.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna trip, you're gonna stumble. But you thinking that it's gonna happen to you, or you're gonna make it happen. Like, now that goes back to thinking, if we change food, water, and shelter, that's the beginning of those thought patterns that lead to that complacency.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to fall. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to do it. But if you don't, you're gonna fall. You're falling. You just don't know you're falling. You see what I'm saying? Because you just became so comfortable. So
and I think that's it. We kind of on the same page as far as like when we stepped out onto into business or whatnot. We're like, okay, we're gonna do this or whatnot. It wasn't for us. It's crazy because it wasn't even like a thought about it. We were just like, all right, let's do it or whatnot to see what happens or whatnot.
Right.
And that's wild. It's just how did we just say, all right.
I mean, what else am I gonna do with it?
Well, it's just wild, and it's a journey. I'm glad I'm on this journey with you.
Is that right? Glad I'm on the journey.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said yeah. I'm like, hey man, you wanna get this money? Get this money? Like, yeah, you could have said nah, man. I don't want to get no money.
Who the hell would say nah? I ain't gonna get it.
They ain't gonna say it like that, but they gonna come up with reasons why because the way they live
and they're complacent.
The way they living is already sustainable, right? It's suitable, right?
Yeah.
Why
would I change something?
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I want change, but that's a lot of change.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dreaming about a better life. Oh man, it'd be nice. Hey man, we got this opportunity. Yeah, man. Right? Because think about it. It don't got nothing to do with what you thinking. If we think about this, we think about the money these billionaires have. But the life that come with it, you can't understand it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when it's like, okay, I want a business, I want to change, I want a better job. I want to be. Let's not even go business. Let's not go millionaires. Let's not do that. Let's just say I want to be the CEO of somebody's company.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I want the money. I want all of that stuff. But what's the life that comes with it? We don't think about the life that comes with it. You see what I'm saying? So all of the parts that hold that one end up, hold that, like, okay, I want to play in the NFL. I want to play NBA. But the life is getting up, practicing every day, doing this every day.
Yeah.
That's the part we don't see. We just turn on the TV Sunday. I got beer. Psh. Oh man, number 94 is a bum. Psh. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But 94 been practicing all week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see the
work that
the
it
life
entails.
that, so we say, oh man, they pay him, you get your point, hey man, they paying him $54 million, man, and he's a bum. Drinking my beer, right? I'm doing that part. But this man is doing everything every day. His wife got to deal with it. If he not a top guy, then she's the cook. Yeah. LeBron James got chefs. Yeah. Whatever. But the regular guy, the regular veteran, the regular whatever. Yeah. This old lady, she got the significant other. Right. That person has got a. Yeah. You know, that's what comes with with that life. You know what I'm saying? And you have to manufacture those parts of it too. So when I say, hey man, let's do this, we don't know all of the stuff that come with it, right? We don't know all of that. We don't know the days and nights and hours and arguments. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, you don't know all of that stuff, right? You don't even think about it. Right. But now that may be the things that kept us from being complacent. Yeah. Well, not might be. This is what kept us from being complacent. Yeah. Because how many times we was like, man, I ain't never working with you again. The next business I get, I'm gonna go find somebody else, right? Yeah. So in a sense, it kept us looking like, man, I gotta be better because I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this, right? Yeah. Right? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then slowly, you became better at what you did, and I became better at what I did, and we just, we just became better. Yeah. And so now when we sitting down or we sitting around, even like doing this, right? This is not being complacent. This is saying, well, let's work on something else. Yeah. Let's work on this together. Yeah. Right? We done said we wasn't gonna do no more business together. Facts. Now look at us sitting here doing something else. Doing something together. We done said, man, I'm not working with you. I ain't working with you no more. I ain't working with you no more. That's why I always say, if you're gonna go in business with your partner, you have to like that person. You may love them, yes, but you have to like them. Loving and liking is two different things. And people don't realize, oh, I love him. Okay, but do you like him? When you can love him. You can love me. I can love you in a house setting. Yeah. Right. Provide. You got this. We got all of this life. Right. But to like each other that means you got to be with this person every day, all day. This has got to be a coworker. Like now you went from being my old lady to my coworker. Now do I like you as a coworker? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, she a snitch, man. Right? Because your coworker turned you in, right? Yeah. And legitimately, that's what you're doing. Like, you gotta go in there and do this. She's turned me in. Right? So you gotta think of, all of those different ways. But that's what kept us from being complacent. Because it's like, we made a thought we was making changes, but we was. Like you said, you became better, I became better. And we're getting better every day. We're getting better all the time. I think about all the time, like management or leadership. It was one way when I started. Now it's different. Yeah. My morning meetings are different. I'm proud of you. I really work on those, man. I appreciate that. I really work on. And I can tell you're getting better and better each day. I really work on. Because I have to know you can't say that. You can't say that. You gonna get us sued. I used to didn't even say them in front of you. I'm like, man, she gonna tell me I can't say this. Can't say that. Can't say this. Right? Well, I feel like, man, she trying to control me, but in the end, you can't say it. So you really do have to change things that you're saying, things that you're doing. But that's what wards off complacency. Yeah. Right? Because you gotta wanna be better. Yeah. At something. And like you said, so now you think about, like you said, you learning the Korean. I think it's another word for that language. Yeah. What? Hongo. Right. I think it's another word. Just like people say, oh, they speak Chinese. There ain't no such thing. It's Mandarin. Yeah, look, or Cantonese. Like people like, I want to know how to speak Chinese. Where? Who about to teach you that? Nobody teach you Chinese. They're gonna teach you Mandarin, or they're gonna teach you Cantonese. But that's neither here nor there. It's the fact that
culture and stuff like that. So
behaviors, as we say, things that you can incorporate, things that you can do. And that. So now you're thinking, boom, boom, boom. So how does that help in life? Well, once you start doing other stuff, what? Now you're going to different stores. We was going to the regular supermarket. Now we go to the international supermarket.
But I don't know.
Now
it's rare we go to like a regular supermarket. Yeah.
You go to different things. You go to different places. Now instead of just going to, so like you're saying, okay, complacency. When we go to the international market, it's different. So even now when we go to the normal places, Costco or Sam's, our buggy is different. Right? It's got this, oh yeah, we need some of this. We can get some of this, we can get some of this. So when you get up to the register and you see Hispanics and you see Asians and you see blacks and you see, our buggy is a mixture of everybody's stuff, like, and that helps you fight off complacency because you done got involved in so many different things. You know what I mean? And those things, people don't see how it helps, but it helps you to keep.
Because if you keep a closed mind, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what that complacency is. Sit right in. And then you're on the internet saying crazy stuff.
Right.
Somebody on the internet turning in, like, oh, they said this fine and digging up stuff you said 10 years ago.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. They even say, 10 years ago, I wasn't the person I am today, but nobody cares.
No.
Matter of fact, I was looking at this thing, because I watch battle rap and all type of stuff. Anyway, long story long, they got buddy text messages and stuff from 10 years ago, right? So from him making them text messages, which is funny, he made them text messages at this time, and since then things have happened to him, like documented, people beat him up, all type of stuff, and now he's a different person, like. He doing inspirational videos, you know what I'm saying? But he been doing inspirational videos for at least 5 years. The beat ups and all of that happened the 5 years the 10 years ago when he was wilding. That led to the beat ups. He had a life changing. The last 5 years, he been this new person. He's been consistently this person. And then somebody dropped them text messages for 10 years ago, right? Right? So it's like, people can do that. But at that point in his life, he was complacent with who he was. Right? I'm this person, I can say what I want, I can do what I want, right? So now that he's making the changes, that stuff come back up. I mean, not saying that, people gonna do it just shows, like you said, how complacency can, and complacency, here's another major thing. Complacency causes road rage. People get used to driving, they get used to their patterns, they get used to their stuff. Somebody cut you off, right?
They say you wildin'.
Right, you wildin'. They done broke your pattern. Right? So, or not necessarily just road rage, but accidents. That's how accidents happen, right? We get complacent. Think about this. Like I was talking to one of the drivers, and that's what I was telling him. I was like, if I'm 40, and I've been driving since I was 15, I've been driving longer than I've been walking. I've been driving, people will hear that, how you can drive longer than you walk. I've been driving longer than I've been living not driving. You know what I'm saying? So I've been driving since I'm 15, 16 years old. So when you get in the car, you're complacent now. You have ideas that you carry with you. You continue. Oh man, I lay on the seat back like this. Like you get in the car and what do you say? I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna get complacent. That's what you're saying.
You gonna cause an accident.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then so what? You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. And so even with, like I said, not even with the drivers, I have to tell them, hey man, listen, I know how you drive your car. I get it, you're good. But it doesn't really transcribe into this van because when you go home, you pull in, you stop. when I'm doing a delivery or I'm doing a service, I pull in, I have to turn around, I have to now actively engage my mind. I have to make sure, how am I going to get out of here? This is other people's property. Mm-hmm. This van is not my car. Not saying it's not my personal, it's not my car. Yeah. So I know my truck. When I pull in, I know how much room I need, but in this van, that's different. Mm-hmm. But I'm still driving, but I'm not driving my vehicle. Yeah. So I can't cut it like I'm cutting this. I can't, I have to take longer. I have to look. I have to, but I'm driving my vehicle so often that I drive like I'm driving my vehicle. Yeah. So next thing you know, I done hit somebody's house, I done hit somebody's car, I done got stuck, I done, you know what I'm saying? So when I get in the vehicle, I have to make sure that I'm thinking this way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's complacency. Mm-hmm. That's how we, end up with a lot of accidents. That's how people end up in, at least from the business standpoint. Yeah. Personally, I can't say, but from the business standpoint, you're bringing that driving to this driving. Yeah. And that breeds, a sort of complacent, not even a sort of, it is complacent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh I don't get stuck in my car. You're going to get stuck in this van. You know what I'm saying? I never been stuck in my car. Well, I don't care. You're going to be stuck in this van. Yeah. Bro.
In the same way with relationships. Yeah. Or whatnot. You may have a spouse where, he or she ain't going away. That's what they like. This right here. And it's just the same old. You become complacent and next thing you know, you're in divorce court. Or whatnot. Because some people don't, once they've been together for so long, sometimes they don't want to make that necessary change. Well, I got him now. Right. Or I got him now. And then nothing, and it just, you become so set in your everyday routine, which is fine. You should have a everyday routine. Right. But every now and then, switch it up. Right. Because people get bored.
Well, people say switch it up, right? But not necessarily, right? Like, knowing a person and doing things differently, like, okay, you know me, I know you. Or I know enough about you, you know enough about me, right? Yeah. So, it's like, we working out, or we doing this, or we doing that. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it all the time. Yeah. But, so guess what? What's still working out? Let's go for a walk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the type of things, just change the things. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it may not even be the working out. It may not even be this. It may not, just the routine is burnt out. Yeah. But I know you like to engage things. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to just being one thing. Yeah. Because you can maximize on the person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, because, now think about this. Some things people say that, right? And you say this. So, and people say men do it because we do it. But I'll be like, hey, man, we're going to get you some new pots. And they'll be like, that ain't a gift. But if I know you like to cook, I'm going to get you some different ones. But you could be like, well, that's stupid.
Don't give me no damn pots.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. That's what somebody going to say. But I'm thinking, you done got complacent with the red pot. I'm gonna get you the blue pot. That's why I say that. No,
you gonna get cussed out.
That don't make sense, right?
Don't you give me no pots.
Don't give me no pots.
What if their man husband will bring home irons?
Right.
Why you buy that like that?
Why you buy that? Well, the old iron.
Then just say you got an iron for the house. Right. Okay, I just got some pots for the house. But but that's the thing about most women. Women, all the extra stuff, that stuff, diamonds, that every woman wants that, but as a woman, you need to know what your man can afford. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. I don't expect you to go in and nobody get me no 10 carat. Man, no. I know that no. Now, I take some David Yurman at all times, but it's just like it's small things. Go bring on the rolls or something. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You say complacent. I know you. Yeah. Not, like I know enough to say, okay, when people be like, switch it up, people try to go crazy. Yeah. But you don't have to if you know, like,
your person.
The things. Like, like you said, I mean, I was making a joke about the pots, but, if you know things about the person, you can do things along the line of the things the person likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, but we can get complacent in thinking, well, she liked those pies. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she liked them. I thought you liked them pies. Like, man, I've been saying all week, this handle don't work no more. We could have went and got me some new pies.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not always about the you know, complacency is not always about just saying, you know, you're stuck. It's like you say, a new way of thinking. That's the major thing. Like you said, closed-minded. Just having a new way of thinking about things and see it. Just simple things, like you're saying. We talk all the time, so we start recording ourselves talking, and through that we start interacting different.
Yeah.
Because that brings a whole different dynamic of us talking. Now we talking about other things together. You see what I'm saying? So that whatever that was, we moved that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that was complacency or not, we moved it. We shifted into something else. You see what I'm saying? So, you know,
work. Hey. Do you see? Matter of fact, you can get it in the morning. I forgot to tell you. Do you see somebody? All right, go to the thing on the right and just press the button, and they'll let you in. All right. You're welcome.
Yeah. So, you know, like you said, just a new way of thinking, a new way of being. You know, all of that wards off complacency. You know what I'm saying? You know, it all stops the routine monotony.
Which routine is good, but you know, you should always leave room for, you know, to do a little wiggling and a maneuvering.
But see, now we say that, but see, when we say that, right, routine. Now that's the main thing about, which is another conversation, but we'll just touch on here when we say like a man and a woman. Okay, so man is routine. I'm not gonna say all men. I'm not gonna say all men.
Some men.
I'm gonna say 85% of us.
You sure that's a high number?
That's
sure.
the average. The average man.
Okay.
Because I'm in the 85%.
Okay.
We is routine. Routine.
It don't matter race, culture.
We is routine.
Okay.
Because it's easier to be routine, right? But which why I'm saying is you bring complacency. But it's easier for me. But see, that's the issue. So a woman want to be spontaneous. She want to do what she want to do. She want to feel she can do what she want to do. Right? Not saying it's bad or good. I'm saying that's the issue when we have, like you said. I'll say, just like we'll go back to me saying the pots, because in my mind it's routine.
Yeah.
You're gonna use this.
Yeah.
And you like, dang, man, I use those pots all the time. You get what I'm saying? In my mind, it's automatically gonna shift to routine. Well, if you do it all the time, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So 85% of us is routine. We can become complacent in routine because what? You can say, I don't see you, I don't notice you, whatever, because it's routine. I get up 5 o'clock, I go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna do that every day because I can repeat that pattern.
Yeah.
I can do this every day. And you say, well, so right, I can become complacent. So then I can get used to walking by you. I can get used to seeing the same pots. If I see that pot, I know you're cooking this. If I see this pot, I know you're cooking that, right? But if I go get the blue pots, I don't know. Now I got to know
that you shouldn't have bought them pots.
But I'm just saying, we get routine.
Yeah.
You know, it's about, consistency. It's about doing whatever it is, it's about doing it repetitively. You know what I'm saying? But that breeds complacency.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you become more complacent than anything. And it could be likewise, right? You know that I'm going to get up and do this every day at this time, every day at this time, every day at this time. So you say, okay, well, I need to cook by this time, you do this by this time, you do that by that time. Right?
Yeah.
So now we become complacent in this routine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and it'll stay that way until somebody, woman, comes back. Man, I ain't want to do this. Let's do something different.
Right. But by that time, we finna ruin our life.
Yeah.
So you can say, all right, even though I do this all the time, a new way of thinking, be like, you know what? Instead of getting up at 5, why don't I get up at 4 and do this? That way, when I get off, I can take that time and we can do this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, well, I used to get off of work and then go to the gym. You know what? I'm going to start for the next month. I'm going to go to the gym before work. That way, I can spend that hour doing something else. Yeah. Right? The same routine. Yeah. Same things. You're just doing them in a different way. And that helps fight off complacency. There's ways to combat it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we have to see that, you know, I know, because my routine is something that I take pride in. So it's like, how can I be as consistent as I can be? And I'm working at that. So that's my job. Now, listen, you got to be right. All right. The lights on, right? All right. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, right? Yeah. The consistency, right? Yeah. But you have to move it around too. Yeah. Right? To, you know, add other parts. Yeah. Of life, other parts of things that you may want to do. Yeah. Things that you may. So if I'm getting off every day at 4 o'clock, and from 4 to 6 I'm in the gym. Let's just say that's the thing. But now it's October, and so now at 5 to whatever, there's a festival you want to go to, or there's things you want to do at this time. Yeah. No, I get off at 4. I do. Well, why don't you? Now I can shift my routine. Yeah. Maybe I get up earlier. I can do this, or you know what? For this month, how about I just switch my workout? Yeah. How about I do a new 1 hour workout? Come up with something I can do in 1 hour. That's going to give me the same effectivity of 2 hours. Yeah. Or, you know, you're still doing the same. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to open, but that's opening your mind to the changes, whatever they are. You know, you got to be open to them. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Now, in closing, just always remember to keep an open mind and try to catch complacency before it hits you, or sit down and figure out, like, okay, I've been doing this the same way for this long. Maybe let me plug something else in here or whatnot. Because the small changes turn around and it may have bigger effects on the overall
because plan. Like you're saying, those things that you're doing, your routine may be something that you can't change, but you can change how you do the routine, and it'll seem like a different life. Yeah, seem like a different life. Just switching your workout from the afternoon to the morning, you'll be like, man, what was I doing? I got 5 hours. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you know, you're absolutely right. Just a little.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.